Hello, everyone. This is Warhawk Beyond 2040, bringing to you another edition of the Wrestling Discussion Series. And the big announcement that was announced this week that Roman Reigns will be the one to induct Paul Heyman into the WWE Hall of Fame, the class of 2024. Now, I'm a little bit surprised that WWE would select Roman Reigns to be the one to induct Paul Heyman into the Hall of Fame. And nothing against Roman Reigns. He's put out quite possibly the best work of his career. And a lot of that is thanks to Paul Heyman. And the two of them have been working very closely together since August 2020, when Roman Reigns returned as a heel, took on Paul Heyman as his manager, and made him into his councilman slash wise man for the bloodline. And they've done some tremendous stuff together. I would even go as far as to say that Paul Heyman has completely rejuvenated and revitalized Roman Reigns, not only his career, but as a character and as a wrestler and as a performer. He has breathed new life into Roman Reigns. And he's gone from being a hated babyface with go away heat to now one of the most dominant wrestlers in the company, and he's the WWE Universal Undisputed Champion. So you can tick off everything that Roman Reigns has done in his career thanks to Paul Heyman. But at the same time, as much as they've done great stuff together, and they really have, they're an entertaining duo, they don't really have that long, deep, in depth history as opposed to someone like Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, Rob Van Dam, the Dudley Boys, Tommy Dreamer, to name a few. And it's just a bit head scratching as to why Roman Reigns should be the one to induct Paul Heyman. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Well, I do know why they're doing this, but I'm just looking at it from a historical point of view. It just doesn't really make a lot of sense. I mean, someone like Stone Cold Steve Austin, for example, he has more right to induct Paul Heyman into the WWE Hall of Fame. They've got a long history going all the way back to the WCW days when they were part of the Dangerous Alliance faction. Someone like The Undertaker, who was an original Paul Heyman guy as well. They've got a long history going all the way back to the late 80s to the early 90s. He would be a good choice to induct Paul Heyman into the Hall of Fame. Someone like CM Punk, he's not physically going to be part of this year's WrestleMania. He's still out with an injury. And they've got a long history, him and Paul Heyman, going all the way back to the mid 2000s when Paul Heyman helped get CM Punk into WWE. He would have been a great guy to induct him. And I know this is going to make people frown, but Brock Lesnar should have been the one to induct Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman has been a huge part of Brock Lesnar's career since day one. They've been together for well over 20 plus years on and off, and he would have been an excellent choice and certainly the most natural guy to be the one to induct him. Maybe the ECW guys, the Dudley Boys, Rob Van Dam, Tommy Dreamer, any of those guys would have been a great choice to induct Paul Heyman. But Roman Reigns, nothing against him. Looking forward to hearing his speech, but I wouldn't have gone with Roman Reigns personally. Nothing against him. It just doesn't really make a lot of sense from a historical point of view. Those names I mentioned make a whole lot more sense than Roman Reigns, but I don't make the decisions. I'm just merely voicing my thoughts and opinions on this very, I wouldn't say questionable choice, just a bizarre choice, you know. But I'm sure it's going to be a fine induction speech from Roman Reigns. I'm really looking forward to hearing what Paul Heyman's got to say because, as far as I'm concerned, he's probably one of the top three or two greatest talkers on the mic. He knows how to get people in the palm of his hands and keep it there. And he loves trolling the fans. He loves trolling with them, planting seeds of doubt and just stirring the pot. Paul Heyman is a master of that. So I'm looking forward to his induction speech. Should be a hell of a ride, which is the theme of Paul Heyman's entire career. He knows how to take people on an incredible ride, good or bad. He knows how to do it. He's the man. And as far as Roman Reigns inducting him, in a nutshell, I wouldn't have chosen him. He wasn't really on my top three. Someone like Lesnar or CM Punk or any of the ECW guys would have been a better choice, or even Austin or Taker, any of those guys because of the long history. But we'll just have to see, really. But Roman Reigns will be inducting Paul Heyman into the WWE Hall of Fame 2024. Should be very interesting, especially as these two have got a lot of work in front of them for the next two nights. And there is no doubt that Paul Heyman is going to play a huge part at WrestleMania 40 Night 1 and Night 2. So should be a very interesting weekend as far as WrestleMania is concerned. So that's going to be it from me. I'm going to wrap this up now. How do you guys feel about Roman Reigns inducting Paul Heyman into the WWE Hall of Fame 2024? Do you think it's a good choice? Would you have gone with someone like Roman Reigns? Would you have gone with someone else? Maybe Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, any of the ECW guys, Taker, or Austin? Who do you think should have been the one to induct Paul Heyman into the WWE Hall of Fame 2024? You know what to do, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts and comments down below, and I will see all of you next time for another edition of the Wrestling Discussion Series. So until then, take care, everybody, and stay safe. And once again, as always, much appreciated. Thanks for listening.